Hanji. So today we are going to talk about brain fog. What is brain fog? What are the reasons behind brain fog? And what is the solution of brain fog? Right? So to start with, before I tell you what is brain fog, let me tell you it is a very common thing which can happen with anyone, including you and me. So coming on what is brain fog? Brain fog is a situation where you feel stuck in your mind. You know, there is an intense flow of thoughts and emotions, and you feel like super confused. You don't feel like doing anything, not talking to anyone, no purpose in life, no will to do anything, or very low energy, or your body might also respond in some way. Some might gain weight, or some might lose weight, some might become darker in their skin color, some might become very pale in their skin color. So it depends on how your body reacts to it. So these are the things which you feel when that brain fog is happening. Okay, so the starting initial phase of brain fog is little confusion. It's like you're confused about what to do, and you're confused about little things in life, but gradually it becomes intense and gross if it is ignored or not acknowledged, and it might grow. The end point of brain fog is committing a suicide. So it starts with small confusion and it can lead to the end of the life. That is the intensity of a brain fog if it is not treated at the right time. So no need to worry. If you're watching this video, you already are aware that something needs to be done right now in your life with your body and mind. Coming on, what are the reasons of brain fog? See, there are two major reasons of brain fog. One is sudden loss of someone in your life, maybe it a major heartbreak, or death of some closed person, or maybe loss of losing a job which you have been working from a long time, or suddenly getting a disease in your body, and heartbreaking disease in your body where you find it difficult to recover. So anything which comes suddenly in your life for which you are not ready, but it is very intense, that you find it very difficult to understand it and process those emotions and feelings, that is the first cause of brain fog. So going to the root cause of it, it is like accumulation of the unexpressed and unfelt emotions in the body and mind, where you don't know what is happening to you, you don't know what you can do, or you need someone to guide, even to do daily things, like you need someone to guide you, like wake up now, go to washroom now, take a bath now, take a nap now, take food now, eat this, that. So this small instruction will be needed when you are in that brain fog situation. Now coming on the second reason of brain fog. So it might be a small thing, but anything which might seem small from outside, but if it is an intense impact in your mind, then it is going to cause brain fog in long run. For example, if in your childhood, let's say you wanted to crack an exam called IIT, but you did not crack it. 10 years down the line, you become the CEO of the company. IITians are working under you. But that intense feeling of failure, of not able to crack that exam, over that 10 years will keep building and become intense if it is not acknowledged or released, right? So after 10 years, there is a high possibility that you might crash down, or you might have this mental breakdowns, you might feel purposeless in life, and suddenly middle life crisis arrives because of unacknowledged feelings and emotions in our childhood. So this small thing of not clearing an exam can lead to brain fog over a long period of time if it is not acknowledged. It might be, for example, if I take another example, it might be, for example, if you have not expressed the love to the someone you loved or your crush, and those feelings were so intense in your heart, but you were not able to express that. If this keeps building, you might have got married, you might have got children, but if that feeling is still there in your heart, you are going to feel blocked after 5 to 10 years. You will not be able to open up to your life partner. You will not be able to connect with your life partner. It is ultimately going to create relationship issues, and then ultimately going to create kind of a depressing tendency, because you know you will feel isolated and lonely. So these are the two major reasons. One is the major event of grief which has appeared in your life, and second is the small incident which you perceived as very intense and life changing thing in your mind, and you did not release it, and it became, it piled up, and then you had this sudden life like crisis, or mental breakdown, or crash downs, or hang. Your mind is hang basically. It's like hanging a computer. The computer hang hota hai na, वैसे ही when your mind hangs, that's brain fog. So these are the two major reasons, and the most popular reason which I observed in among people and in my own life is grief, unprocessed grief. Grief of losing your loved one, grief of losing the important person in your life whom you consider very important, and not able to process. Like, people find it very difficult to process grief because they don't know what to do. That person is lost, but they want to remember that person. Now there is this conflict, how they can remember a person who is not there. And if they are remembering it, they are going into this loop of depression or very anxious thoughts, because they don't want to accept it, that person is not there anymore. That happened in my life also. I lost my father, and it was very difficult for me to accept it, and it was very difficult for me to process that emotion, that accepting it first, and then how I can keep him in my life after accepting him, that he is not more. So people often live in denial mode कि कुछ नहीं हुआ, and ये होता है, but you need to learn to how to process this grief. Otherwise आपका mind hang हो जाएगा, आपको पता भी नहीं लगेगा कि अब करना क्या है. You will become like, you will feel like, in mental fog, you feel like you need a psychologist, you need a therapist, but you don't know what to ask because you don't know what's happening with you. That's a very, very deep situation and very painful situation to be in for any human being, right? So these are the two major reasons. Now, coming on the solution, of course, every problem has a solution. And if I'm making this video, I might have figured out something. That is why I'm here, right? So, solution starts with immediate action that you need to take to connect with yourself, with your feelings, with your body, with your emotions, with your energy, with your higher self. You may call it divine, you may call it God, you may call it superconscious mind, or the universe, anything you may name it, but you need to connect with that energy to heal yourself. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Believe me if I'm saying this. I've tried every possible thing, and then the only solution is you need to connect with God and with yourself. And slowly and gradually, when you will start connecting with yourself. What are the ways to connect with yourself? So it depends. It may be dancing in a temple or in your room, and feeling the feelings which you have not felt, listening to the songs and grooving on it, taking very, very long walks in jungle or maybe in some green area where nature is there. It helps you to connect with yourself. Ultimately, we are a part of nature, right? So that might be the second reason, or the reason or the way to connect with yourself is journaling. You just, dump everything which you are feeling and write it down, and then release your emotions through writing. So that can be the another reason. You may start vlogging. People used to start vlogging to express their feelings. If you have anything you can express through communication, then start vlogging or start writing or start blogging, something like that, so that that intense feeling get released from your body. Start chanting, chant the name of the divine if you are lucky enough to get faith in life. If you believe in any higher deity, uh, chant its name. They come and help you, and meditate. So these are the broad ways to connect with yourself. And once you connect with yourself, after that, you need to take care of yourself, because this process of connecting with yourself is not going to be easy. It's going to be very intense. You got to feel all those emotions in any possible way, release it from your body and from your mind, and then slowly, when your mind calms down and relaxes and it becomes quiet and it becomes little happier again, then it will start speaking to you again. Till then, you need to offload your mind with all the impressions which you have accumulated over a long period of time. जिसने आपका माइंड हैंग कर दिया है, जिसको हम ब्रेन फॉग बोलते हैं. So first step is you need to connect with yourself. After you connect with yourself and release those emotions, your body will crave for rest, will crave for nutrition, will crave for healing movements, workouts and something like that. Will crave for, it's like giving time to yourself to recover your mind. जो भी healing आपने किया है, it's like the operation of the mind has been done once you are connected with it, and after the operation of your mind, you have to give the time to recover, so that you can come in the normal state and connect with social people. So this is how you can solve it.
Now someone will ask me, people who have never meditated,
They can go to Vipassana, they can try Osho meditations, they can try Art of Living meditations, and they can try journaling or breath meditation, breath work, deep breathing exercises, and those who love dancing, they can try Nataraj meditation, that is a dance meditation. So these are the things you can try in the initial phase to connect with yourself. And if the intensity of your brain fog and accumulated emotions is not so intense, then only weekly or monthly session will give you a relief. But if it is very long and accumulated for a very long period of time, then you might take longer time. It depends on your past karma, right? And the last step in the solution of brain fog is that you need to start reading about yourself. Now, where can you read about yourself? Okay. So the best place to read about yourself is reading spiritual books, because those are the texts, and those saints have done a lot of work on mind, on body, on energy, on nadis, on everything, and they have written a lot in those scriptural texts. Read Bhagavad Gita. If you are Jain, you can pick up Jain scriptures. There are so many Jain scriptures I can recommend if you want, which has helped me. And if you believe in Radha Krishna, there are so many books to read about them, to purify your energy. And Ayurveda. So when your body will demand nutrition, you have to give the right nutrition. For that, you need to be aware about your body and aware about the food, how it impacts you, how it impacts your mind, and everything. So it's like holistic healing. So this needs to be done. And I know it is very tough situation to be in. It is very painful, very dark phase of life. And if you have already reached at second, third or fourth or maybe last level of brain fog, that you might, if you have got suicidal tendency, then I am there for you to hold your hand. You are not alone. I am there for you. Every day I will be sharing something. Just stay with me. There is another life and another version of you waiting for you. At the end of this dark phase, it is there to teach you something, to make you better, to so that you can evolve and become better version of yourself. You can learn about yourself, about life, about God. This is the opportunity you need to take, right? And connect with yourself and follow the purpose of your soul, which will be revealed after your learnings through this phase. There is no reason to give up because we are in this together. I am there for you, holding your hand. You are valuable and precious. You are here for God's work. God wants you. I want you in this world. Right? So if thought is coming to give up, just tell that thought, not this time. Go away. My God is more powerful than me. Right? Chalo. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. You are valuable. You are God's child. You are precious. You are needed in this world. You have a purpose. Please connect with yourself. Take care of yourself and connect with your soul. Please, I beg you. Bye.